Hello, we're going to do a quick review of Learning Target 1.3, which says I can compare real numbers. And we're going to do that by using these following in symbols, which is a greater than, less than, or equal to symbol. So number one says the square root of 20, we're comparing that with 4.2. Well, if you calculate that, square root of 20 is about 4.47. And then we can already see right away that 4.47 is greater than 4.2, so we will do a greater than sign. Next one is dealing with the absolute value. Number two, we have the absolute value of 5 minus 8. Well, let's do that operation on the inside. It's 5 minus 8 ends up being a negative 3. The absolute value of negative 3, absolute value means that, like, how far away is it from 0? What's the distance from 0? Well, negative 3 is going to be 3 away from 0. So then 3 is actually going to be greater than negative 3. 7.8 and 78/100ths. Read it as like a decimal. 78/100ths. That's 0.78. So 7.8 will be greater than 78/100ths. Number 4, we have exponents here, 2 to the third power. If you wanted to rewrite that, that's like saying 2 times 2 times 2. Which is 4 times 2, which is 8. 8 is greater than 6, so 2 to the third is greater than. Be careful with number 5. We have the cubed root of 28, and then 2.8. Think of it like we talked about earlier, like the cubed root of 27 being 3, because 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. So we know that that has to be larger than 3. Like the cube root of 28, that's going to be like 3 point something. We're not quite sure, but it's going to be for sure greater than 3, so we know that that's already greater than 2.8, so we're going to put a greater than sign there. Number 6, we've got 2 operations we need to do. Square root of 80. Square root of 80 is about 8.94, so on. And then the absolute value of negative 2 minus 7, well, that's the absolute value of a negative 9, which is 9. That's how far away it is from 0. So from that, doing that math, we see that 9 is greater than, so we're going to put a less than sign there. All right, moving on to our next topic, what I would recommend doing. It says to order the numbers from least to greatest. What I would do is I would write each number as a decimal. Rewrite each of these as a decimal, and then you can rewrite it from least to greatest. So 7 halves is also equal to 3.5. Negative 3 squared is also going to equal positive 9. The square root of 101 is going to be 10.04 approximately. Then 9.7 is just 9.7, and then 4 1/4 will be 4.25. So now that I have my numbers kind of in decimals, it's easier to rewrite it from least to greatest. So I look for my smallest number, it looks like it's going to be 3.5. Instead of writing 3.5, I'm going to rewrite the original. So I'm going to write 7 halves. And then we kind of go on from our list. Next smallest number is 4 1/4. So I'm going to rewrite that. I'll cross it out just so I make sure I got them all. Next smallest number will be negative 3 squared. And then we've got 9.7. And then the last one is the square root of 101. So then there I kind of, I showed my work in decimal, and then I just rewrote it as the original. Number 8 is that same process. Just rewrite them as a decimal and then rewrite them as the original.